You know how hard it is to fuck up a quarterback of Watson's stature? You know how hard it is to literally fuck up a quarterback with Deshaun Watson's talent? It's almost impossible! But Stefanski sure knew how to do it. The first mistake he made was when Watson came here, he didn't tailor his offense to what Deshaun Watson likes to do. He wanted to run everything with his little tight formations, nothing spread, nothing Watson likes to do. It's got to be my way. We're going to run my 1988 Clint Didier high school offense. That's the first mistake Stefanski made. And 10 games in, Watson's had one decent half of football. Today was another Pittsburgh Steeler embarrassment. He played just like he did against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Looked like he never played a game of football before. And I think that he was actually injured. I don't think he was completely healthy because he didn't even look like he could throw the ball. I mean, it looks like they rushed him back like they did with Mayfield. They forced him out there all last year. I mean, this organization is a clown show. So I'm over here wondering, is Deshaun Watson actually ruined? Or is it high school? I know Kevin Stefanski's high school offense doesn't allow quarterbacks to flourish. I know that for a fact. It's been figured out. Nothing's open downfield. That's why everyone's just congested. But I think he's into Deshaun Watson's head so bad that Watson's questioning himself. But I do think Watson's actually still hurt. Because Watson did not look like he was ready to play today. Did not look completely healthy. Didn't look healthy one bit. Looked like he was just still injured. So Stefanski's just a fucking cancer. This guy could fuck up a cup of coffee, and he did. Yeah, we're 4-2. Oh, we're 4-2, huh? Stefanski at the goal line. I see these idiots saying, you can't run the ball. You had no timeouts. You realize you had like 40 seconds. You can run 4 plays in 40 seconds. You're at a goal line for crying out loud. You're running the ball. You can run 4 plays in 40 seconds. It's not rocket science. This isn't network TV. It just makes me sick of how the other Colts are terrible. They are. But they're better coached than us. They are. They're better coached. Stefanski's just fucking terrible. He fucked up Deshaun Watson. Literally has fucking made him regress. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Deshaun Watson's going to go to another team next year. That's a fact. He will go to another team. He'll demand to be traded. And guess what? He'll fucking dominate on that new team. It's because you know why? The head coach is going to do what he likes to do. That's a fact. I've never seen a head coach not tailor his offense to his quarterback's strengths. I've never heard of it until high school Kevin did it. So we got a problem because our backup quarterback, P.J. Walker, sucks. He can't run this offense either. DTR, he sucks, obviously. He can't run this offense either. I do believe with a competent head coach and a competent game plan that a competent head coach would bring that DTR can function. I do. So I don't think it's all lost. But I think in this offense, Stefanski's offense, I don't see any quarterback doing anything. I don't. So, I mean, it looks like Watson doesn't even want to play. At one point, before they cut, they showed Stefanski going up to Watson, and he was like this to his shoulder, and they cut right away. I think he wanted him to go back in, but I think Watson's still hurt. And, Stefanski being the egomaniac, he wanted them to go in. So, yeah, that's an embarrassment what's going on in Cleveland right now. Our defense played terrible. Jim Schwartz got out-coached. He got fucking pummeled. I think Jim Schwartz falls in love with that man defense a little bit too much. Should have mixed it up, threw some zone in there. Whatever, but I'm not worried about the defense. I'm definitely not worried about the defense. I'm worried about fucking Stefanski, because Stefanski has proven time and time again that he's fucking horrible and clueless and has no clue on how to run an offense. Nothing. So yeah, Cleveland got problems. We're 4-2, but we got major problems. Because next week I hear Deshaun Watson's playing. Are you going to let him run the offense that would make him flourish? Because you know what? If he runs the offense that he's good in and he sucks in it, then we know we got to make a move. But as of now, I'm starting to think, well, what's going on? Does this guy even want to play in Cleveland? I don't think he wants to play for Kevin Stefanski in that offense. I think he's told Haslam. I think he's told Kevin, and Kevin don't want to budge. So Stefanski. Let me address Michelle, because she's obviously got you by the nuts. Michelle Stefanski, tell your fucking nerdy-ass husband with his little smoke fucking manicured beard to run the plays Deshaun wants to run so he can get comfortable in his offense. We can get the old Deshaun Watson back. Because what we got right now is just a guy that's not even as good as Baker Mayfield. He's not. He's terrible. In fact, I think every Browns fan right now would say they'd rather have Baker Mayfield than Deshaun Watson, because Baker Mayfield never played as bad as Deshaun Watson has played all year. Deshaun Watson's played terrible all year. He had that one good second half of football against Tennessee. Other than that, he's played terrible. And I know Deshaun Watson's better than Baker Mayfield, but right now, this year, he's not. And I know he's going to get traded somewhere after the season because he's going to demand it. Of course he's going to demand wanting to be traded. And there's going to be a team taken. We're not going to get none back in return. And I'll guarantee he lights it up. Guaranteed. Now, I am starting to question some of Watson's, toughness. I mean, if you got a bad shoulder, then you got to come out and tell him you can't play because you should have never played. When he went backwards and hit his head, that might have been concussion, but I know his shoulder didn't get hurt on that play. I think he's still injured from before, and they forced him out there. They're proud of him and they let him go out there. And I don't know, and I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't, because I know the Baltimore Ravens have that division on lockdown. But if Deshaun Watson can even be a 10th of a 16th of a 32nd of a 64 of a 128 of a 256 of a 512 of a 1,024 of a 2,048 of a 4,096 of an 8,192 of a 16,390, whatever, we could be dangerous with that defense, because I don't think that defense will play like it did again today, ever. That was just a bad game. It's a blip in the road of an otherwise perfect season, but it wasn't good. Stefanski sucks. He should have been fired. Listen, I've been on the board when they hired him saying it was a terrible hire. So I didn't want this guy here in the first year. I didn't want him. I said, get him out or he sucks. And 4 years later, I was right. They should have fired him after last year and started all new. They should have. You bring in a guy like Watson and you have him run a high school offense. Baker Mayfield could have run this fucking offense. You notice Deshaun's not even a running threat anymore? He's not. He's not even a running threat. Threat. He's not even a running threat. You know why? Because Stefanski's in his head so bad he doesn't know what he's doing. I really believe that. Or Deshaun Watson's washed. It could be that, but I don't think it is, but it could be. Or he doesn't want to play in Stefanski's offense. And Jimmy Haslam's a dumbass. And I think that's it. So all you Stefanski fans, oh yeah, we're 4-2. Thank by the grace of fucking our kicker and the referees being incompetent. But we as Browns fans know we got ripped off many times in the years, so I'm not going to apologize for referees fucking another team. I will say this, like I said, he could have ran the ball 4 fucking times at the goal line. He could have ran the ball 4 fucking times at the fucking goal line. He did the shovel pass. If it was completed, it's basically a run play. They could have ran the ball 4 fucking times, and they should have ran the fucking ball. Would have been a touchdown. Guaranteed. We would have got a fucking foot in 4 fucking tries. So it was terrible coaching by Stefanski. He's just a bad coach. You people don't understand. We need continuity. No, motherfucker, you don't need continuity if you ain't got the right fucking guy. You need a fucking guy that knows how to coach men, not high school kids. Kevin's not that guy. Anyway, I gotta go to the store.